Fellas, I have become privy to the most deepest, darkest secrets you could ever find on the dark web. I have found a YouTube channel that is exposing all the corruption and sickness in the world. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and these are the top 10 discoveries that the government hid from the public. Thank God somebody's willing to speak on it. In between the top 10 things you missed in She-Hulk Episode 3 and the top 10 Game of Thrones characters who got what they deserved. Finally, somebody's talking about it. Is this a political stream? Depends on the content. Let's see what happens. Maybe I'll fully pivot.
Number 10.
Oh, this is sad.
Cause of death.
I don't want to watch this anymore. I can't pivot. I can't pivot. We just started. Laika landed on the moon and met the Moon Cheese Society and was adopted by Martians and lived happily ever after. That was Laika's story. There she is, right to the moon. Here we go. This is what I wanted to see. Oh, man, they're protecting the Loch Ness Monster. Isn't that funny? Isn't that silly, you guys? The government is protecting a cryptid. That's much more suitable for YouTube.
In 2010, previously hidden documents revealed that Scottish police once made moves to find the creature and protect it from hunters.
In the 1960s? People in Scotland were still that dumb in the 1960s, huh? I just can't believe that we still think that's... Drain the lake. Why has nobody drained the lake yet? I think that was on a Futurama episode, right? Is that where I'm getting the idea? It might have been The Simpsons. You don't want to kill the thing.
Well, to confirm the Loch Ness Monster's existence. Although the documents were hidden for decades, they show just how far officers were willing to go to protect Nessie and give new hope to cryptozoologists around the world.
Is that a real job? Can you be a cryptozoologist? That sounds like it rules. You just get to sit at work at a desk with your feet up all day, just like this. And your phone rings, and somebody is like, oh my God, I saw a really big mouse. And you're like, that sounds like the Jack Mouse of Omaha. I'm gonna be right there and look at it. And then you go there and get to stay in Omaha for a week. And then you get a free vacation, and then you're like, well, I didn't find it. I guess we'll never know. And then you leave. That sounds amazing. It's like Ghostbusters, but fake.
Number 2, effects of biological warfare.
Oh my God. You know, maybe some things are better left a secret. Hey, these are the top 10 biggest fails on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Oh no, how could they get that wrong? Oh, how silly. Some things will remain uncovered forever.
Number 9. Marsupial.
Bro, is this all Britain?
Big difference between playing along with a game show at home and actually being in
Wait a minute, that's the same guy.
Michelle Simmons says as much before incorrectly answering a question about a word that links a kind of mammal to a religious authority figure.
Carnivore, rodent, primate, marsupial.
What is going on in Britain? What kind of question is this? Something's going on across the pond. They're just, I don't know what kind of questions they're coming up with. Did you just run out of pop culture trivia? This is too complicated for the first 5 questions.
So I'll go, my final answer is marsupial.
Okay, well that's, I gotta be honest, a little dumb. I feel like you could probably suss this one out. I assume it's primate.
We're left imagining a church service run by a kangaroo.
That poor one.
Oh, it's much easier at home, isn't it?
I told you!
Number 8, September. The 30 days hath September rhyme is a
Oh,
great tool
this
for remembering
one,
precisely
come
how
on.
many days are in each month.
This
However,
is just you didn't learn the hand thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's on your knuckles? Is that it? Oh, look at that! January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Ah, because it skips one. Aha. Wait, July and August have 31? I didn't know that. Huh. And they're right next to each other. This is not a fail. This is a oopsie.
On his 5th question,
and it's
Martin
barely an
Balk was
oopsie.
asked to
This
name
is
the
a very
second month of the
minor
year with
oopsie.
Only 30 days. Unfortunately, he ends up choosing
September. I'm gonna go for it. Final answer. Yeah.
saying that month instead
Man.
of the correct answer of June was his downfall. Something tells us he couldn't bear.
Wait,
to
this
listen
is
to a
also
certain
Britain.
Wind
This
and
is the
Fire
3rd
classic
one
on
in a
the
row.
Hey, hope you enjoyed it in a funny sort of way.
No.
Number 7, water flow. Getting on Who Wants to Be a
Finally,
Millionaire as a college
American
student is impressive,
millionaire. Thank
but
God.
Getting booted after the first question is less so.
Oh, I think I remember this one because this guy was all over the internet at the time.
You flew in
This
last
poor
night,
dude.
you didn't get here till 3 in the morning, and you haven't slept a wink, huh?
No, I pretty much have coffee flowing through my veins right
Poor
now.
College
fella.
junior Chase Sampson was asked what surge protectors are used for. It seems easy enough for people to remember they
Oh,
protect against
no.
electrical incidents, but Sampson seemed to think they prevented flooding and immediately committed to the answer.
I would
Well-
say B, water flow, final answer.
My favorite part when people get this stuff wrong is the audience immediately cheating. The audience cheats immediately. As soon as you get the wrong answer, oh.
Wait,
Although he tries to go back to correct his mistake, he is crestfallen to realize it's too late.
Crestfallen.
To be fair,
Good
Sampson
adjective.
mentioned being sleep deprived and relying on caffeine to stay awake.
That
Maybe
poor
he just
guy.
needed some stronger
You're
coffee.
so nervous. All right, I don't know who was working production on this show. This is messed up. You shouldn't be allowed to do this.
Number 4, Rome. Contestant Brendan Andrasic had just graduated from medical school when he appeared on Millionaire. $500, and
Did I
Andrasic
see
was
the
asked
clip?
a cheeky question about a store where you can take pictures.
Is
in
the
expensive
clip gone? Has it been lost to time? What's happening here? Snapping selfies in kitchens you can't afford, to taking a meatball breaker to the... Oh, he saw meatball. He
Those
saw the
activities are
word
practically
meatball.
guaranteed to happen when you go to
Ah.
IKEA. While Andrasic remembers the store has meatballs, he bafflingly rules it out as an answer. He thinks another country is the key.
Yep,
and even
yep. I
brags
get
that
it.
he'll
I
go
get
there
it.
If he wins everything.
Oh, and he showed the bald spot on TV. Double L. That's tragic. Did someone say clinically proven treatments to prevent hair loss? This video is sponsored by Keeps. Fellas, did you know that 2 out of every 3 men will experience some form of hair loss by the time they're 35? Now, I personally can't relate, but Keeps does offer clinically proven treatments and results. Most guys see results within 6 months of taking Keeps. Whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just keep the hair that you already have, they have clinically proven treatments to help you along the way. And not only that, they have good shampoos and conditioners if you just want to thicken stuff up a little bit. They're pretty good at that too. As somebody with really fine hair, and I have to use like a sea salt spray, I can relate. And again, the best part is it just comes right to your door. So you don't even have to do anything. You don't even have to leave. Unbelievable. Technology through the magic of the internet. That's amazing. Hair loss stops now with Keeps. And if you go to the link in the description, I'm gonna give you 20, no, 40, no, 50% off of your first order. That's right, Keeps.com/Coney, and I'm gonna give you 50% off of your first order. The link is in the description. I made it so easy for you. That's right, go to KEEPS.com/Coney. And tell them Coney sent you.
Number 1, owl. While we are not bird experts, we definitely know that owls don't spray ink. But this contestant was a little less sure. For Lovey Yu's first question, she was asked about an animal that uses ink to defend itself against predators.
Squid, owl, Paris Hilton.
Honestly, what if this woman, this is such a stupid hypothetical, this woman saw a cryptid when she was 8, and it's been totally unexplained ever since, and she saw an owl that spit ink, and she's never seen this animal again, and nobody believes her. This is so stupid.
Like many contestants before her, she only realizes her mistake.
What
after
was
it's
she
too late
thinking?
to go
What
back.
did she...
Owl, C, final answer.
Did she see the word predator and think owl? Like, owls are apex predators, right? Nothing hunts them.
Yu gasps in shock and puts her head in her palms as she gets the bad news. While we know owls say who, we bet she was probably saying why after leaving the game show.
Ah, good one. Good one, WatchMojo writer. When they wrote that, they were in the writing room. They were like, fellas, watch this. And he was like typing it on the big projector. And everybody's like, yo! Wait a minute. Did I say creepypasta? These are the top 10 creepiest stories about TV lost episodes. And they're all true. They all happened. All of these happened, and they're true, and if you don't remember it, you just weren't alive, but I was.
The Grieving, the amazing world of Gumball.
Oh my god.
Another Cartoon
What?
Network program.
I don't
The
know this
Amazing
one.
World of Gumball follows the titular blue cat and his adoptive goldfish brother. It's also the subject of another creative creepypasta. The story begins with an older narrator who was watching Adult Swim, the mature, late-night programming of Cartoon Network, in the wee hours of the morning. At 4 o'clock, a special episode of Gumball called The Grieving began to air.
This might be real. This
It's
might have
immediately
happened,
obvious
actually.
that something's not quite right. It's a disturbing
Adult Swim
read
would just
that's
do
full
this
of
sometimes.
grotesque and unforgettable imagery.
Did you guys ever see the, hold on. They used to have a bump that they would play when they were going off for the day when cartoons were about to come on at like 6 a.m. And it says, "The dawn is your enemy." Like, and the point was, they actually wanted to traumatize kids. They said that. They were like, yeah, we want to scare kids that stayed up too late. This would just air on TV at 6 a.m. You would tell your friends at school about this? Nobody would believe you. A minute long, by the way. Oh, yeah, here we go. There you go. This is what it looked like. POV, okay? Wow, how silly. Adult Swim is so... Wow. Adult Swim sure is silly. Think about a kid waking up to watch Cartoon Network programming right here. You are a mere 5 seconds away from lifetime trauma and therapy. So yeah, I actually believe that Gumball one.
Number 4, Death, Barney and Friends.
Okay.
While flipping through the TV guide, a father of twin boys reportedly spotted something weird. That night, a supposedly lost episode of Barney and Friends would be airing on television. Barney was speaking in his usual voice, but there was also a darker and more demonic-sounding tone to it, almost as if another voice had been layered on top. The episode then descends into pure chaos as Barney teaches the children about death in brutally horrific ways.
That's right. Is everyone ready to go?
This story eventually found its way to TikTok, and various users have reported witnessing the ghastly episode themselves.
What? What TikTok Zoomer is watching Barney? Barney is a millennial thing. That's not a Zoomer thing. Somebody said, who's the orange one? You mean PJ? Oh, wait a minute. Who is the orange one? Wait a minute. Who is that? Barney, Baby Bop, PJ, who? Riff. All right, guys. What do you think Riff's voice sounds like? Southern? No. Bobby Hill? You think so? Oh, Riff is a boy? Oh, hell no. Them Riff sounds like this. What's good, Baby Bop?
How can I help my buddy Beach and Baby Bop?
Who said Bobby Hill? Who said Bobby Hill? Somebody said Bobby Hill. I can't believe that. That's crazy. You cheated.
Number 2, Tom's Basement, Tom and Jerry.
What?
This famous cartoon is rather violent, but it almost never strayed into the realm of horrifying realism.
I don't know this one.
Well, there is the one supposedly lost episode called Tom's Basement. In this one, Tom's owner tells the cat never to enter the basement, and even resorts to physical violence when he gets too close to the door.
Oh my god! Well, actually, it's Tom and Jerry violence. Guys, it's Tom and Jerry violence. It sounds bad, but you know, that's kind of like the whole cartoon, right? He's fine.
Jerry eventually takes pity on the wounded Tom and kills his owner.
What? Oh my god! Coney, I swear this is real. What? I swear to God this is real. Jerry has a body count?
Jerry then kills Tom and sells the house before the episode ends on a menacing note.
Oh my god! Oh, maybe I'm tripping, Coney. Oh, really? Oh, really? That was a bridge too far, huh? Oh, this episode definitely exists. Jerry definitely killed a guy. Oh, Jerry killed Tom? Impossible. There's no way. That's too far. Squidward Suicide.
Number one, the Squidward episode. SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's how you shoot a basketball, right? Swish.
Perhaps the most infamous lost episode of all time.
Of course.
This one is something else.
I can't seem to get happy. Maybe this will help.
Did nobody stop them from doing this? Nobody told the animator this might be too far.
Squidward bombs at a concert and cries on his bed. Intensely graphic pictures periodically flash across the screen as Squidward wails and the character eventually takes his own life.
And then they topped inside walls? Any wall? Dude, I forgot that they did the whole, yeah, they referenced that on the show. Yeah, they did it on the actual show itself. Which, I think this is irresponsible. Like, now it's real. Like, now that it got censored in future broadcasts. Okay, so they made Squidward Suicide real. Do you understand that? They said it was real, but it was clearly fake. It never existed, but now it's real, and now it's censored in future broadcasts, so now Squidward Suicide is real. They turned it into a real thing that will actually harm children. Do you know, as a parent, if my daughter was 6 and saw this, I would actually be furious, I think. Unironically. I think I'd be angry. What are you doing? Why are you showing my kid this? The whole point of it is that it's scary and stupid. You know what I'm saying? And she can't, they're gonna gaslight her, be like, oh, that never happened. It was only on TV once. Whatever. I hate SpongeBob. All right, what are the top 10 creepiest things found inside walls? I had something else, but now I have to know. There is 0 chance this is funny at all. I'll take that bet. I bet it'll be funny.
Disturbing in your own home? Let us know in the...
Uh-oh. This is like a it's either a silly doll or human remains. We're flipping a coin.
Number 9, a magic 300-year-old shoe. Back in August of 2016, a maintenance crew working at University of Cambridge was installing cables when they stumbled across a really old shoe.
What is the most magical thing a shoe could do? I think it might be fly, walk on water. I don't...
Experts dated the shoe from the late 17th to mid-18th century and discovered its true origin to ward off evil.
That's a tiny shoe to ward off evil. If I was evil, I would not stop with that. That's not a good shoe. That wouldn't stop me. Maybe I'm different. Personally, if I was an evil spirit, not me.
People would place shoes next to windows to prevent evil spirits from entering the residence. According to the archaeological unit at Cambridge, the shoe was likely placed there to help protect the master of the college.
A shoe? They'd just be making stuff up.
Number 7, a killer doll.
A killer
Finding
doll?
Finding a doll behind your wall is creepy enough. Never mind a killer doll. Jonathan Lewis of the UK tore away a piece of wall underneath the staircase.
There's a message?
Inside the small hole was a crumpled rag doll with blonde hair and a handwritten note.
My original owners lived in this house in 1961. I didn't like them, so they had to go. All they did was sing and be merry. It was sickening. Stabbing was my choice of death for them, so I hope you have knives. Hope you sleep well. Oh my god. I mean, it's clearly fake, right? But what a way to ruin someone's day. I also have to imagine that the person who made this might be a psychopath, right? Okay, the doll is not killing people, but maybe the person who would make something like this? Wait a minute, I could just put a doll in my wall and then call the news and be famous. Like, I knew it was faked, because I knew that, you know, somebody put it in there, but I didn't think the house owners would do that. That makes sense.
He told reporters that the paper didn't seem that old and that that area of the house was renovated just a few years earlier. In his opinion, the doll was placed there by a construction worker as a prank.
That's freaky.
Number 3, a mummified cat.
I don't... A mummy cat? I don't know if I want to watch that. Okay, what are the odds the next 2 are horrifying? I feel like the last 2 are going to be awful. Oh, never mind, a witch bottle. That's silly.
From this list, it's that putting items in walls was a very common practice in 17th century
What's a
England.
Witch bottle? Bro, what would you do if you met a witch? I mean, like, full-on boiling cauldron, rhyming speech, like, and you're walking through the woods and you met a witch. Bro, what would you do? Die? Well, what do witches do? What is a witch's, like, most powerful spell? What's the craziest thing a witch could do? Because they can't just, like, kill you by, like, die. Because that's too strong. Coney mansplaining witches? Do I have any witches in the chat? You're right, I'm not an authority.
In this case, a man believed that his wife was a witch and was ordered by a local apothecary to create a witch's bottle. Inside the bottle, he placed some of her urine, hair, and fingernail clippings.
Huh?
Also included were the likes of pins, brimstone, and leather.
Darling, light of my life, please pee in this bottle and put your hair in it and your fingernails. I have to make sure you are not a bride of the devil.
These were kind of medically prescribed to counteract a witch's curse, or to stop the witch from cursing.
I keep talking about this on streams. Bro, being a doctor in the olden days sounds so cool. You just make stuff up. Like, you could just, oh, I think that person's a witch. Here's a big vase. Just, I don't know, cry into this vase from 5 to 6 p.m. every Wednesday. And then we'll find out whether or not you know spells. Wow.
Number 1, human bones.
Wait, at the whole list for this one. This happens everywhere, right? Who hasn't found some bones in their house?
Holden Chapel discovered
right?
human bones within the basement walls.
We found deer bones in my aunt's basement. Are you the nephew of the Blair Witch? Deer bones? I prefer my walls boneless. Yeah, me too, but I'm not going to complain if I find bones, you know?
Research was undertaken following the
deal with it,
discovery
you know,
of the bones,
that's fine.
and it revealed a rather mundane, if still interesting, explanation. From 1782 to 1850, the chapel was used as an anatomy and dissection hall.
Oh.
The discovery of glassware and test tubes further proved that these bones were used in anatomical studies undertaken by the medical school.
You guys ever think about the fact that you have bones? I do very rarely. I'm like, oh yeah. I know there's the whole, like, there's a skeleton inside you right now. That's like, I know the meme. But, like, I'm like, damn, my hand. It's a marvel of kinetic innovation. All right, maybe I should screen these WatchMojo videos more in the future so I don't have to skip through all of them. Hey, comment below your favorite WatchMojo video, and maybe it'll be on here, or maybe not. I don't know. Either way, subscribe. I'm almost at 100K. Bye! Say bye! Bye! Jeez. I thought the government one would be silly and fun. Instead, it was horrifying.